Life can change in an instant. For many wheelchair users, the struggle to push forward is a daily challenge.
After years of development and countless prototypes, we created Rib Grips, the revolutionary wheelchair hand rim covers with built-in ribs for ultimate grip and comfort.
No more slick surfaces, no more heat burns, just pure, reliable grip. Rib Grips, empowering you to push forward with ease. Rib Grips, get a grip on your freedom. Discover the difference. Visit ribgrips.com and use promo code GRIP today. You just found the perfect product that helps with staying cool during hot summer runs. No more gross warm water. Stay cool with this product from Gear Handle. This hydration tube cover helps keep your water cool and easily accessible. Stay hydrated during those long summer runs or even delay from freezing in the winter. Plus, they're compatible with various brands of water bladders and come in various colors. Visit gearhandle.com and use promo code H2O today.
Hey everyone, you're listening to The Public Affair with me, Andrew G. I see someone different every episode, but do me a favor, keep it between us. Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Andrew G, and welcome to episode number 28 of my podcast, The Public Affair. I can't believe that we're almost to episode 30, which is like lit as F. So thank you guys so much for all your support. And of course, to my producer, Mike Hamilton at Rogue Media Network, for helping me make this podcast so successful. And of course, to all my viewers and listeners, you guys are the best. I love you all so much. Before we get started with my special guest, I want to give a shout out to some of our sponsors. This episode is brought to you by Arjon Painting with my boy Juan Arjon. He's a family-owned local paint company, specializes in residential homes, both interior and exterior. He offers the best quality guaranteed and a pretty sweet warranty. So if you guys need some home painting done, make sure you call up my boy Juan Arjon on the number on the screen. Also to Pollo Box and Audio with Jeffrey Monreal. He focuses on installation of stereos, door speakers, and audio systems. He also specializes in building custom subwoofer enclosures and much more, kind of a jack of all trades. He also installed an Apple Play car radio, however you say it, I never know how to say it, in my car, and it changed my whole life. I love it so much. To Jeffrey Monreal, thank you so much for everything. I appreciate you, man. To Nancy Polsini with Parkway National Insurance. She offers insurance for all commercial trucks and tractor trailers, also for all contractors and home and auto insurance as well. So make sure you contact Nancy Polsini with Parkway National Insurance on the number on the screen. Thank you so much for sponsoring, darling. I also want to give a shout out to Frank Biza with B&J Refinishing. He focuses on resurfacing bathtubs, counters, sinks, tiles, and more to original showroom quality. 5-year warranty on most work, and offers the best prices in town because he's not going to break those pockets because Frank's the best. Thank you so much, Frank, for sponsoring The Public Affair. He also runs Co-Town Tint, which is a new company that he just started. It's a mobile tint and detailing business. He offers the best high quality film and products and will be all competitor prices. So if you guys need any tinting or detailing to your vehicle done, make sure you contact Co-Town Tint on the number on the screen. And I can't start the episode without giving a shout out to my boy Tony Garcia with Crossroads Realty. He is a local real estate agent who help you buy a home or sell your home. Services Waco and all surrounding areas. You can hit him up for all your real estate needs. Tony Garcia, thank you so much for sponsoring The Public Affair. More to come, darling. All right, guys. So, I get a lot of when are you going to have more girls on the show? This and that, blah, blah. And, shout out to Isabel Garcia, who was my last female on the show. Loved her so much. And I said, I got to reach out to a queen, darling. So why not the queen of the co, Miss MaryJane Evans? How you doing today?
I like that intro.
Well, because you're the queen of the co, right?
Yes, I am.
That's your tagline thing.
That's
okay.
me. That's me.
It's really nice to meet you. We have not met in person. We talked on the phone and everything, but
yes.
When I first started doing The Public Affair, and I was looking for different producers and stuff, I met Mike. And he said, oh, you should watch the Private Hip Hop Podcast, which was a podcast that you ran with Prescription. Mm-hmm. I called him something else one time, and I'm so sorry if I I can't, was it penicillin? I can't remember what I said. And so, no, I did.
To call him right now.
So I was sold on the idea to work with Rogue Media Network by watching the Private Hip Hop Podcast because of the quality of the video. So
right.
I have to say that's when I watched your episode. And I really liked your, who you were, and you were just boisterous and, the queen of the co, whatever. So I was like, I got to reach out to this girl. What's up?
Yes. Shout out to Rogue Media. Yes.
Making things possible and stuff, right?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Thanks for the hookup.
Well, and so then we got an opportunity to talk on the phone shortly afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Because my producer, Mike said really great things about you, and we follow each other on social media, and I was like, oh, she's over there really being a queen, what I mean? Because people throw that title around, and it's like.
Right.
It's like, no, you're not. You can't be a
exactly.
queen. You can't be a queen on welfare. That's not how it works.
Okay. But, you can't be a queen without a car.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. And so I'm like, she owns a business. She's doing all these things, radio, which we're going to talk about. And then I felt like I can really relate to her. So I'm really happy that you were able to come on the show. So thank you for coming. How you feeling?
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Has it been a minute since you've been on the camera? And because you guys have taken a break with the podcast, have you not? Or
yeah, we're on a break, but I'm always in front of the camera, even if it's my own.
Oh yeah,
on camera.
You stay on Snapchat and shit. Yeah, I see you.
You know, like, I do it for the people. Like,
what is that on your teeth, and why don't I have one?
It's a crown.
Yeah, but like, just do you get
hit
that?
up my girl Barbara Abbey.
Okay,
she will get you taken care
but
of.
is it surgically input? Or is it like a sticker?
No. It's been on there for a while. It's supposed to last up to a year, but it's a tooth gem. Yeah.
I want like one, but like on my front,
Yeah,
my two front teeth.
Yeah, you can get anything. She has like, a little diamond like.
Okay.
She has different types of gems. But I told her, I was like, I need a crown.
I want a big ass diamond, like just you know what I mean. I always tell my friends that make fun of me too that I want to get some grills. Is that outdated grills?
Some people are still doing it.
I kind of still. I've never done it before, but like, do you think I can do that? Like.
No, you know what? I got braces just so I can get a grill.
Are you
back
serious?
in the day, yes.
You had to have braces for that or what?
Well, I wanted my teeth straight.
Oh, so your teeth to be straight. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, that would just like, it's not fitting.
This grill has just got too much gold on there.
Yeah, no, I always wanted to. Okay, so MaryJane, thank you again for coming. I really appreciate it. I'm really excited for this one because we got a lot to talk about, darling.
Yes, we do.
Okay, so, and again, it's really great to meet you. This is our first time meeting in person, and I got a queen, darling. Okay, so for people who might not know who you are, why don't you introduce yourself to us? Tell us who you are and where you're from and all that jazz.
Okay, well, I'm the queen of the cove.
Okay.
MaryJane, to be exact.
Yeah.
I'm from Waco, born and raised. And yeah, I got a couple businesses on the way,
Yes.
and I own the Chronic Beauty Bar right now.
I love that name.
I'm an entrepreneur. Like, I just want to do it all. I want to touch base on everything. I'm in school right now.
Oh, okay.
I want to work with kids. That's where my passion is.
Everybody wants to work with kids.
I love my city. I love my city.
Waco.
Yes, Waco.
I like Waco too. I talked about that. A lot of people really don't like it here, and I like it here.
When you're not doing nothing with your life, it's hard to like where you're at in life.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
you.
So like, I had to move out to see that. After high school, I went to Dallas. I lived in Dallas for a while, and I was like, I seen so much going on. I went to hair school in Dallas, and even with hair school, I would do we would be in the backstage of fashion shows and things like that. So girls who go to hair school here in Waco, they don't get to experience that. You know what I mean? They probably will never experience behind the scenes fashion shows, things like that.
But don't you feel like, because I had Rocco the Barber on here a few episodes ago, and don't you think that people, like, they're so quick to say, and I like that you brought that up, that you escaped to Dallas or whatever. People really they think that's where all the opportunity is, but why can't we create opportunity here in town?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're doing things, like you have a business, I have this podcast in Waco. I didn't have to move to Dallas for that. So do you think that people are misled when they think that they have to move to a bigger city for opportunity? Or like right now is just not?
Well, see, now Waco is becoming, we got Road Media Network. But back then we didn't have Road Media. You know what I mean? Like, so it's popping now. Waco's coming up and we're getting more. So I don't think these coming up generations are going to have such a hard time to be successful here as we might have, growing up here because... But there was never opportunity because nobody ever created, and like it's like what Rocco was saying. If you don't create opportunity, there's never going to be any. Definitely.
So people like you who are entrepreneurs, and it's like, I can create, like, if you open up your own hair school, for instance, let's just say, like, why can't people that go to hair school here in Waco go and to those shows and stuff like that? They can take a little trip. We can rent a little van, okay?
Yeah.
Enterprise, like $90. We all chip in 15. You know what I mean?
That's how they do it. Yeah, you gotta do it.
Yeah,
you gotta use what you got to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I do think that eventually they will have stuff like that, but
I think so too.
But I mean,
but I think a lot of people,
it's for everybody though. Everybody can make something happen. Like,
definitely.
You just can't get stuck.
Well, you just have to be like motivated. And I think I always say a lot of people from this town don't like this town because they grew up here. Because I did not grow up in Waco, so like I like this town. It's cheap. You know what I mean? And there's like, I feel like everything is like convenient. Right? Dallas is expensive. Did you hate going out in Dallas?
Yeah, well, I hate living there because the rent was like, I could have a little mansion back here, for my apartment over there, So I couldn't do it. I had my first son in Dallas and with daycare and all that. I was like, how am I ever going to have a savings for him?
Screw that,
So I moved back home and I've been winning ever since.
Okay,
you know what I mean? Like,
Where did you say you went to? You probably said it and I totally missed it. Where did you go to high school?
Waco High.
Okay, and then you went to college, or you went to hair school?
Well, I went to MCC for a little bit when after I graduated, but I didn't really know what I wanted to go to school for. I was just,
you were just kind of going.
In the business management, accounting, I even went for youth counseling, like all kinds of different, which I still wanted all those degrees. Like I learned a lot from all those classes. It just wasn't a set, road,
Okay.
you know.
I got
and
you.
then I moved to Dallas, and then I went to hair school in Dallas.
Right.
But the dream was always go to hair school, make the money, and then go back to school to do something for real.
Okay,
you know
I got you. Yeah, for sure.
And I just never thought I would be in a salon, honestly. Like, that was just my side hustle.
But like, like just full time, you mean, or?
Yeah, like really behind a chair. You know what I mean? Like, and
so, like, what was the purpose of going if that wasn't even like the intent?
I just wanted to learn more. You know what I mean?
So you just like to have titles.
Because I was already doing hair. I've been doing hair since when. You know, I learned how to braid in middle school.
Oh, I got you.
And so in high school, I was already braiding and having clients. But so I didn't really think I would ever go to hair school, but I really wanted to learn more so I could make more and do more.
Right.
And I was in Dallas. My aunt had a salon in Dallas too.
Okay.
So I worked a little there and worked in mortgage up there.
Oh, wow.
Until I had my first baby. And then I really didn't work into a salon until I moved back to Waco.
Oh, I got you. You know, the way you talk gives me North Waco vibes.
Very much.
Like, everybody here likes to rep what side of the compass they're from and shit. Like, you know, I didn't know about that up until recently. When MaryJane, I lived in North Waco for just a little bit. Not my cup of tea. I'm sorry.
No, but there's different areas.
I lived on Trice.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? I can't.
Wait, what block on Trice? Because that matters too.
No, okay, well, somebody, my uncle told me that.
25th and less?
No, then that's bad, right?
That's very bad.
Okay, no. I was off 38th and Trice.
Well, see, now you're getting a little better.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, because the neighbors that we had was so there was the Mexicans that always had parties across the street that I like would want to be invited to, and they never invited me.
Right.
And then there was the other Mexicans that lived across the street that were like super like gated,
Gangsters.
fucking what is cameras and shit. Yeah. Then we had these people next door that were, I don't know how that house got there. I don't know how they got there. I don't know how they are paying their mortgage or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Just their yard was a total mess. Yeah. So it was like a diverse group of people that I lived around, but just the town itself, I couldn't. And, but I have a lot of friends from North Waco, very nice people. But it was also the situation. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
North side is kind of bigger than any other side. So there's like the good areas and then the bad areas.
Because I told my uncle,
I grew up right outside the bad area. You know, so I have friends on both ends.
Is that 28th? Is that 28th?
I was on 21st.
21st. Yeah, because this is my uncle said too. When I told him I lived on Trice, he was like, "So you live on Trice?" I was like, "It's not that bad." But then I went to the other side of Trice. I was like, "Oh, I see what you're talking about." Yeah, I got you. Okay, so we met just some months ago. Shortly after I started the podcast, and so you were a part of the Private Hip Hop Podcast. Can we talk a little bit about the Private Hip Hop Podcast, like how you guys that came about, and like how you partnered with? His name is Prescription.
Right.
I don't want to mess it up. Prescription. Script. Okay. So why don't you talk to us a little bit about the Private Hip Hop Podcast?
Okay, so it's all Script.
Okay.
He was throwing parties. Well, he started to he threw one party. Okay, so the first party was the Private Hip Hop Party.
Yeah.
All local artists, hip hop artists, and during like in between sets, we played local artists on the music. You know, and the DJ's playing local artists. It's a local artist all night long.
Okay.
And the first party I went to, I was so for it. And he asked me to be the host.
Really?
Right then and there. Apparently Terry Blues was supposed to be the host that night, and he didn't show up or he just wasn't hosting.
Yes. The podcast? Okay,
he wasn't hosting.
Yeah.
So he was like, I need a real host, you know. And sorry,
I thought you said a real hoe. I was like, excuse me, Prescription. That's very disrespectful. No. I thought that's what you were gonna say. I was like, oh my God, MaryJane.
No.
I mean, I can be a real hoe too, but I'm just, you know what I mean.
I'm a fake hoe.
Listen, I try to be modest. You know what I mean, and like. Oh no, I'm gonna wait, and you have to take no. And now it's just like, are we doing this or?
Like,
not too much
I look
talking.
like I'm all about that life, but I'm really not. You know what I mean?
I'm definitely about that life. Whole life for sure. Okay? I don't give a fuck anymore.
Okay, right.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, go ahead.
That's funny. But yeah, so Script threw the party. Yeah. He invited me to host the next one. So after that, we done been doing this for a while. Yeah. We did it all 2019.
Okay.
And then 2020 happened. We were supposed to kick off our first show at South by Southwest.
Oh, yeah.
But coronavirus, it got real.
Ruined everything, damn.
Yeah, and it shut down the South by Southwest, so we turned it into a podcast.
Oh, okay.
And so that's how the podcast came about, and, you know, we kept it going with the momentum.
Right.
We did end up sneaking a party in this year.
Oh, good. Yeah,
right
I saw
after
that.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And it was definitely our best one yet.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
See, okay, so I was going to invite myself.
Should have came.
Should I? Was it open to the public like that?
It's private because we don't put the address on there. If you ask me, what's the address? Where do I go? You got it, right?
Okay,
you can get in. But it's like, it's not just open for anybody to be like, let me ride by.
Well, because how embarrassing would it have been, MaryJane, not for nothing, because we did not know each other, and I've never met or talked to Prescription. But how embarrassing would it have been if I would have showed up and been like, you're not on the list.
No.
Like, oh my God, excuse me.
I hope people think that it's like that so that they don't come. No, I'm just kidding.
That's the vibes I was getting. Like, it was like, oh, okay, that's what they're doing.
No, like the people,
only.
like
Okay.
you can definitely come, but Script would say it's for the cops, so the cops can't shut it down. You know what I mean?
Is it like that lit? Or?
Well, it's very lit.
Okay.
Lit.
No. Wait. So is it like at somebody's? Oh shit. Okay. Is it at somebody's house or is it like?
No.
Where was the address? You can say no because it's over.
No. Yeah. Well, this last one was at. Why would you ask me that?
Okay. I put you on the spot.
I know exactly. Danny's Automotive. He
automotive
sponsored,
shop?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
We shut the garage. They cleaned it out.
Oh, cool.
It was such a good 8 miles type of vibe.
Yeah.
You know, like the 8 miles when they were on 8 Mile when they were battling.
The movie with Eminem.
Yes. So that was the type of vibe that it was. That's why it was my favorite one. The venue was everything. It looked so lit.
See, but I don't rap though, and then I didn't want to go and embarrass you guys, and then be like, "We're not going to be on this fucking podcast," you know? Because I didn't be like, "Where's the drinks?" You know, and I would have looked for all the hot Mexicans.
It's all BYOB, yeah.
Okay.
It's all BYOB, and it was lit. There's a lot of people who's just come to support.
Right,
you know,
I got you.
We got vendors out there and food.
Yeah,
and it's, you know, everybody brings their own bottle.
I'm going next time.
Yeah, definitely.
I am going next time. I'm bringing my wine though, and don't you be kicking me out.
You will be surprised how much you like it because of the talent.
No, you know what? I do like, you know, that's part of the reason why I started. And you know, like in radio, like, you know, I'm pretty sure when you started, it was 94.5 the beat that you used to work at? Okay, so I'm pretty sure when you started, there was a lot of people that hit you up that wanted like free promo and stuff that. But you know,
they
like.
Still hitting me up.
Yeah, okay. Well, when I started, I still work for Power 108. And so when I started there was a lot of people that hit me up. It was like, hey, can you play my song? And then you got those people. It's like, oh shit. Like, I don't know if I could play this song on the radio.
Right.
But you know, I like, you know, support local businesses and talent and stuff like that. That's part of the reason why I started this. But I think it would be cool. Now, I will say rap is not really my thing. Like,
what do you listen to?
I listen to reggaeton, pop, salsa, merengue, bachata. You know, Spanish.
You look like bachata.
Yeah, whatever. So what? I used to go to Junction 84, shut down. It's nothing.
I want to learn. Yeah. Like, that is my dying wish.
It's great. It's easy.
I know. See, I could twerk easy to anything, but bachata is like a different type of sexy.
But I will say, I'm not going to say I don't listen to any rap. I mean, there's some rap that I listen to. Like, I love, like, rappers where I'm from New York. So I like Remy Ma and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But, like, I just don't, like, in my car, before I got here, I was listening to India Ari. You know what I mean? Because I really like her and shit like that. So, you know what I mean? Okay, so you mentioned that Prescription was the one that kind of started the Private Hip Hop podcast, and so he just invited you, and so how did that whole
Well, I was hosting with him with the parties.
You were hosting, okay.
And then with the parties, and then when he got the podcast, you know, he was like, "Me and you're gonna do it," because he wasn't even the host.
Right.
He wasn't hosting at the shows.
Oh, okay,
you know, but. When he turned it into the podcast, it was me and him.
Now he's a rapper, correct?
Yes.
Now
he's an artist. He's everything.
Yeah.
Like, he like me. He like me. One of a kind.
Yeah. Now was he on the radio with you? I kind of figured you guys were like radio coworkers.
No. Yeah. He wasn't on the radio, but you know, we're all family. Like so, even with radio events, he could be up there.
Oh, he can get the backstage pass.
Yeah, he fam.
Everybody wanted to be my friend.
He would come and hang out at the studio. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like so.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. Okay. Yeah. So you guys are taking a break right now. Would you say that you're pretty happy with this, like how the Private Hip Hop podcast had gone as far as before you took a break? Or
we're up for a Waco Award.
Yeah, I saw that. Congratulations.
Yeah, so hopefully we bring that home because we are up for Podcast of the Year.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So that would be awesome. I know you're going to be there next year.
What, for the Podcast of the Year?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah.
I know you'll be there next year.
We'll
definitely.
See. Yeah. You know, a lot of people told me that they were, I guess there was the pre-nominations.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of people told me that they we're not. I thought that was cool that they were
Right.
like putting my name in there.
Right.
You know, I didn't make the finals, but congratulations. I saw you got nominated for several of those awards.
Yes.
I really want to see you win. You got a hair salon award,
Hair salon of the
Yes.
year, hairstylist of the year,
An entrepreneur. Okay, yeah. I think you should get the entrepreneur.
I want
Yeah,
that one.
and I
That
think,
one to me
shout out
means
to Rocco
more.
too because he got entrepreneur, I believe, right? He got nominated for entrepreneur.
I think so.
Yeah,
I know
either
for
one of you guys. I
sure.
hope you guys win because I see what you guys do and it's really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely love to bring home that entrepreneur of the year because there's so much things that I do.
Yeah.
So like
There is.
hair salon and hairstylist would be cool too because I
Yeah.
haven't even been in for a whole year.
Yeah.
Like on the hair salon.
Oh, okay.
So it's pretty cool to be nominated and I
Yeah.
ain't even been there for a whole
Did
year.
you get nominated last year for stuff?
No.
Oh, you didn't.
Let me tell you what happened though.
Tell me what happened. I gotta know.
Okay, so the dude who throws Waco Awards, he wanted me to host last year.
Oh, okay.
And that's why he didn't let me compete.
Oh.
But I had a quinceanera. You know how that is.
Yeah. You can't
That's
be
my
missing
little cousin.
Yeah, you can't be missing quinceañeras. Yeah, I'm so sorry.
I'm not gonna get jumped. You know what I mean? Like that's a lot of them.
But not for nothing, you could have showed up the quinceañera later.
nephews,
Yeah.
everybody was in this quinceañera.
I got you.
You know what I mean? So it was like I can't miss it.
Yeah.
So I couldn't host. Like I
Yeah.
couldn't host and I couldn't compete.
Okay. So you kind of just got like shitted out of all of it. Like, yeah,
I did, but it's okay because I came back with 4 nominations this year.
Well, good for you. Congratulations. And we're recording this the day after Christmas, so you guys should know soon, right? Like,
yeah, I
like,
mean,
when
I
is
think it's.
that?
I know it's should be this month.
Okay.
So hopefully
the month
this
is,
week.
it's just a hop, skip, and a jump over.
Honestly, I was gonna hit them back and be like,
Yeah.
"Hey, so when is this award?" Because I kind of
Yeah.
want to have a watch party. What do you
Oh,
have to
okay, I
do?
got you. Yeah. Well, you know
know?
what? When this episode airs, we'll know that by then, and then
Right.
we can say that she won.
Right.
Okay. So, what do I want to talk to you next about? Let's talk a little bit about Chronic Beauty Bar because this other topic I really.
Want to wait?
Yeah.
You want to say
Because
the
it's
juicy
gonna be good. Yeah,
stuff?
for later. Okay. No, okay, so Chronic Beauty Bar. Do I go get my hair done and get a drink? Like, or what's going on behind that?
Yeah, or you can
Okay.
bring your own drink if you want.
Oh,
You know,
cool.
like I have some clients who show up with bottles for me. You
Yeah.
know what
Oh,
I mean?
really?
And yeah, that's just the type of environment. I know it's a salon, but I do have a lot of guy
Yeah.
clients.
Oh, do
you know?
you?
Yeah,
Okay.
like the majority are guys.
Yeah.
And so that's why I didn't want to name it hair salon or
Okay.
hair, whatever.
Right.
Because it's more catered to my fellas.
Yes.
You know, we do lashes and massages and all that, but my main clientele are men.
Really?
You know, so
Okay.
I do have like every now and then I have bottles up there, wine or whatever you want, or you can bring your own.
Do you sell the alcohol? Like, does that?
No, it's complimentary.
Okay,
I ain't
no.
got my license yet.
Well, you know what? Okay, because you say that because my barber is Elite Barbershop. Shout out to Sid Rodriguez, and he has free beer at his shop, but
Right.
he does not let me drink when I get my hair cut because I start sweating when I drink.
Oh, hell.
Yeah, and you guys hate that, don't you? Yeah, he's like, man, you can't drink when you and then I start flying off at the mouth. Start saying, yeah, you know what? Fuck this.
Typical Mexican.
First of all, I'm Puerto Rican.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to my
That's even
Mexicans. Yeah, we go fucking. I'm that type of listen. I am that type of person that when I have to fucking
That explains
talk, yes,
everything.
it does. When I have to talk to you about something, we're gonna fucking talk about it. Like
Right.
I have to release. I can't be. Oh no, I just don't want to talk about this right now. I'm just really angry. No.
No, fuck
Sit
that.
the fuck
Right.
down and let's talk. You know what I mean? And I guess that being loud is just part of the culture.
Right.
I really don't know. But yeah, he's like, man, you can't drink. Like, sometimes he'll let me have like a beer. Shout out Sid. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, okay. So what was the inspiration behind having like? I want to like calling it a bar, I guess. Like, was it like, I want to create an environment like where people can come hang out too? Or
Right.
like, do people go hang out? Like, what was all that about?
Not really too much because coronavirus.
Okay.
But that's the type of vibe I do want. I
Right.
do want like a barbershop type vibe
Yeah.
where it's like lit, it's it's a lot of fellas who come through there with whether they're getting braids or locks.
Okay.
But my other girls, they have a lot of females too, so
Yeah.
it's a good diversity.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and
are
then-
you a barber as well? Or?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I do want a barber in my shop.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, you can get your license for that though, can't you?
I can, and it would just take me just a little couple of skip and hops.
Yeah, good. There's a lot of schools in town now. You should totally do that.
Yeah, I've thought about it, but I really don't have to go to barber school to do it. You
Okay.
know, like, so I just want one of these throat barbers to just hook me up with a session or
I got
two.
what you
know
mean.
what I
Okay,
mean?
yeah.
Like, I don't really want to. I don't have the time to
Yeah.
go back to school. Like, I'm keeping.
No, you're
I'm just-
busy.
yeah,
It's
I'm
your own
going.
business. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
eventually, I won't be in the shop for long.
Oh, really?
No.
So are you going to have somebody else run it? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to have a couple shops, but I'm not
okay.
going to be, a hairstylist forever.
Okay, I got you. Well, yeah, you mentioned earlier that you like to wear a lot of different hats. So,
Yeah,
I mean, that's pretty cool.
yeah.
Keeps a little interest in your life. Where did chronic come from?
Chronic, it comes from a lot of reasons.
Like the drugs?
My name, MaryJane. But to be honest, I came out with my own lipstick line too.
Oh, wow.
And I named that first Chronic Kisses.
Okay.
Because chronic, like my name, MaryJane, but also like chronic, the word means ongoing.
Oh, does it?
So it's like
okay.
ongoing pain or chronic pain or whatever. So it's like Chronic Kisses is like ongoing kisses.
Oh.
And then I have CBD oil in it.
Uh-huh.
So it's like chronic in there.
That's cool.
And
how the
then
hell
my
do you
name.
find the time? Like, you're a mother, you're a businesswoman. Like,
it never stops.
No.
My brain just never stops.
I can barely handle keeping up with this, much less running a fucking business. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta juggle this and my full-time job and Power 108, and I'm just like fried. You know what I mean? So I couldn't imagine.
Throw some kids in there. Throw a little bit of school.
No, I can't. I don't do kids. No, ma'am.
Nah, I am a Wonder Woman though. Like
Yeah.
I do feel like I wear a lot of hats.
Yeah.
But it's for all good causes.
No, definitely.
You know?
And I saw that you just sponsored some families for Christmas.
Yes.
Can you talk to me a little bit about that and what your inspiration behind that was?
So Chronic Beauty Bar through a community outreach.
Yeah.
And we had families we had people who knew families in need.
Okay.
Nominate these families. Like
Right.
if you know somebody or you yourself are in need, like nominate yourself to be sponsored. And then I have so now that I'm on, I know a lot of people who have their own business.
Right.
And I have a lot of friends now. And so they were willing to sponsor these families.
Yeah.
Like I just had I was just the puzzle in the middle. You know what I mean?
got you.
I got people who needed help and people who were willing to help. And they came out and read the emails and they picked their own family. And they did the rest from there. They picked out gifts themselves and then they went and delivered them themselves.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was their experience. You know what I mean? And the inspiration behind that is because when I lived in Dallas, the Christian station up there, KLTY, would do a Christmas give back every year around in Dallas, in Dallas and Fort Worth, and they would do the same thing. Like I would go for my company that I worked for. I would go and read the emails and pick the family out.
Oh, okay.
And when I worked at the radio station, I would pitch this all the time. But, now that I got my own business,
you can do however you want.
Yeah, I can do it. I can do it myself. You know what I'm saying? So I got it done, and we did about 25 families. I still got to go back and just make sure the numbers, but it's about 25.
Oh, okay, yeah.
25 families,
Cool.
several businesses and individuals. People who don't have businesses came out and sponsored families. So it was awesome. It was a good way to just give back my first year.
I want to tell you too, like that really inspired me to want to do something like that next year. Like I don't want you to think I'm copying you, but like
you copying me.
No. I will tell you, last year with Power 108, I wanted to do a toy drive, but they already do like this other toy drive with this other company. And they're like, okay, we can do this, that. And I just feel like I wanted to have control over it because like I'm a very organized, you know what I mean? And it turned out good, but I wanted to be like, okay, this is how I want to do it, this and that. Shout out to FNX Designs who came, Xavier Guerrero came and just like put this whole fucking backdrop out for me. I had Little Angels Waco come donate a jump house and stuff, but I wanted to see like more kids, like, and we did it like on the 23rd, which is like, you can't do that. Like right before Christmas, everybody's busy. So, next year I would love to try and do something like that. Maybe you can, teach me.
Not for real. We can team up. We can team up and do it together because
be
that was something for me with the other businesses getting involved. Like this is something for y'all business to shine too. Like this is something for y'all to do. Like if y'all didn't get your own things together, that y'all can just be a part of this because our business would do this every year.
Okay.
So like we were proud to be, partnered up with the radio station and like this is something we do every single year. We go pick out a family. So that's something I would want to do here.
Yeah, and and there's so many families who really do need it because even like on the station, there's people that message us every year. Like, oh, I'm a mother of 5 kids with no money. And it's like, oh God, I'm sorry, I don't know what to do. You know what I mean? And then like my friend who is a teacher, he mentioned that a kid was upset because he couldn't play with the Legos, but he doesn't have Legos at home. And I don't know why that just like broke my heart. You know what I mean? He's like, how do you not have Legos? You're a freaking kid.
No,
and he went and got, I think he got the kid Legos. Like it was great. You know what I mean? So I was like, get the kid fucking Legos. So it was
every kid needs Legos, okay? You get a Lego.
But you know what? I used to not give because I'm not really a kid's guy. You know what I mean? So like when I heard that and then I see all these other kids that don't have toys and shit like that, like that's so sad. That's so sad. Like damn it. You know what I mean?
No, it's definitely heart touching. Like I went and delivered my last delivery on yesterday, and when I drove off, I was in tears.
Oh,
like
really?
I was just like, because like it's just so touching.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
definitely.
Like especially like if you've been through situations where it was like tough. Like I had a single mom with 4 kids, and so like she always made it special. Like we never went without, but I know she could have done so much.
Oh, your
like,
mom was a single mom.
Right,
Okay,
right.
got you.
So like I know like, you know, it was hard for her to do what she had to do, you know? So when I drove off, it was emotional, but it was a blessing.
Well, I really think that's really cool that you did that, honestly. Like I was like, you know, I was like, oh, that's fucking cute. You know what I mean? And like I didn't want to do it this year with the podcast because I just kind of started this. So I'm kind of still getting like my feet wet, whatever. Like I shouldn't because it's been like 4 months. But you know, like I think
you're so successful in 4 months.
I appreciate it. Yeah. No, but next year I would definitely like to try and do something charitable like that. Even though I've said on the podcast I'm not very charitable, but I don't know, like just in the last few weeks.
Why did you say that?
Because I'm not. Because I really am not. Like I'm not a charitable person because I think charity to me, there's people who do it just
Are
for
you
the
Republican?
clout.
No, just kidding.
I don't do politics. But no, I feel like there's people who do like charities just for the clout. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm gonna feed this homeless person.
Well, nowadays they do it for the clout.
But like you, I feel like you were like very genuine with it. Like I'm gonna give out to these families, and that's cool. Like it's families, and I am gonna tell my people next year that you gotta wrap the presents. I do not wrap presents. You know what I mean? Wrap the presents, I'll deliver them. Like it's cool. You know what I mean? And I'll say it's from you if you want me to. You know what I mean?
Because like my sister did a family and she didn't wrap the presents, right?
Oh, she didn't?
But she's crazy like that. Like she don't. So, but my thing is like, isn't it cool to like unwrap like when you're
it's
fun.
The
excitement of Christmas.
But who likes wrapping? Well, you're a mom, so you probably wrap presents all day. But I don't have kids, so I hate wrapping
presents for like 2 days straight.
I hate wrapping presents. I'm like, I can't even do it. I always find like one of my friends' girlfriends to do it. Like, hey, what you doing tonight? You know what I mean?
I don't even know how to wrap. I just fold it over like.
There you go. Shout out to my friend Edwin. We had a Friendsmas. Edwin was on one of my episodes prior with Israel and Jay, and so we had Friendsmas, and he got his present last minute or whatever. He's an accountant, so he overthinks things, and so he like the way he wrapped it was just like. And I was like, I want this present because it's like wrapped funny, you know what I mean? Like, well, okay, yeah. So Chronic Beauty Bar. How long have you been open?
I'm gonna say about 7 months now.
7 months. Okay, so is it going pretty good for you so far?
Yeah, it is. Okay. I'm little at a time. I've been getting the shop up. Yeah. Like I never had a grand opening. I mean, not that I haven't, but that I won't. But maybe a year anniversary grand opening because I just wanted to get in there and start working on it. And then too with coronavirus, it's not like how I want to have it. You know what I mean?
You want to have like a big production.
Like, I want live audience. I mean, I want like live artists.
We gotta have a band. Listen, if you want me, I MC too. So if you want me to host, I got you.
I want everything. Like I want it to be big. You know, so it's like we can wait for a little bit. And I'm still getting it ready anyway. Yeah.
So. Well, lots of people have grand openings like later. It's like, damn, ain't you been open for a year?
Exactly. Well, this is the grand one.
Okay. All right. Well, congrats. Where can we find Chronic Beauty Bar?
2930. Because I used to be at another shop. I was about to give y'all that address. 2930 Dutton. It's like right behind the Harmony School.
Oh, yeah.
You know? So it's in Beverly Hills.
Got you.
Because people like to say it's in South Waco, but I'm from North Waco, so I gotta make sure y'all know.
Who says Beverly Hills? I don't know a soul.
Me.
Y'all just want to make it sound sophisticated. It is South Waco.
It's definitely Beverly Hills. Let me tell you.
So you write out Beverly Hills on the paper? Like,
I do. Okay. It's on the sign and everything. Like because this is why I juiced it. Because when I went to get my business permit, I had to go to the city of Beverly Hills to get it. Yes. Okay. So I'm like, I'm definitely in Beverly Hills.
Where's that even at?
It's right there. Like it had a little Christmas tree right across the street from AutoZone.
Okay.
On Memorial.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's
because I feel like Beverly Hills is one of those cities here in Waco that is just like. Beverly Hills, South Waco.
It is, but I'm in there.
Okay, so you're in the little. Okay, got you. All right. I have to say, MaryJane, that you didn't really ask for anything when I asked you what you wanted, because I usually get my guests an amenity. What are you drinking in that cup right there, darling? And why didn't you bring me any?
It's just a little.
You can say
it.
It's not Texas tea. I can smell that shit. Okay, it smells delicious.
Well, a queen always carries her crown.
Where's mine? Damn it. Oh, right here. Okay.
Well, see, like you asked me if I want anything, and I was like, I really don't want him to bring me nothing.
No, I bring all my guests something. Yeah.
I know, but it was like, I feel like you should just bring it if you want to bring me something. Like,
well, I didn't know what you would want. Like you have a crown on your tooth. Like, I can't bring her a joint. You know what I mean? Like,
you could have. No,
I don't smoke. Okay. Let's get into something juicy, darling. You worked for 94.5 The Beat.
Yes.
Okay, so how long were you in radio?
About 3 years. I almost hit my 3-year anniversary. Well, I hit my 3-year anniversary, but I had my own show for about 3 years.
Okay. Like, now, were you fired or were you let go or did you quit? How'd that happen?
I was indefinitely suspended.
What
does that mean?
That means you got fired.
That means you got fired. No, let me tell you.
Okay, go ahead.
He told me that did not mean I got fired.
That's the nice way of saying we're letting you go.
I'm confused.
Do you know what indefinitely means?
He said it means not definitely.
Tell him stop. Stop. Okay. No, you posted that message. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. A few months ago, and this is what drew me to MaryJane, darling. And I was like, I've got to have this fucking girl. This has been off too long. I put this off way too long. Okay, so some months ago, you got indefinitely suspended from 94.5 The Beat after 3 years. Okay, you posted the message on Facebook. I read that shit. I was like, oh shit, hold on. And you mentioned you seemed like you were dissatisfied with that decision.
Well, in my caption, I was just like, well, it's over. My little journey was over. I didn't really, I just posted everybody was dissatisfied with the text, what I mean? With the actual, the picture, the screenshot that I posted.
Well, it's kind of inappropriate to me. Like, okay, so for my job, MaryJane, even at Power 108, because I have a full-time job and Power 108, I would not expect any of them to indefinitely suspend over a text, like call me, you know what I mean? Or even an email. But like text message, I feel like is so informal. You know what I mean?
No,
so like, okay, so you get indefinitely suspended.
Right.
Now, the show was called, what was the show called?
Sexy Saturday.
Sexy Saturday. And then that was from 6 to 9 on every Saturday.
Saturdays,
okay. See, my segment's from 8 to 10. That's pretty cool. Okay, so, first of all, how did you get into radio? And then we'll talk about how you got indefinitely suspended.
Well, like I said, I just moved from Dallas to Waco, and I was looking for clientele. I made a post and was like, hey, I need a braid model.
Yeah.
I had a lot of people who commented, but DJ Precise had made a comment, and he was like, hey, my bro at the radio station needs his hair braided. And so I always wanted to do radio.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this is my model because that gets me in the door. You know what I
got you.
I went and did his hair, slayed. It was really nice.
Yeah.
But me and Sice were on the radio, like just talking back and forth. He was kind of interviewing me.
Oh, okay.
And I was so comfortable. And like at the end of the day, he had asked me, like, would you be interested in doing this? Because you're a natural. And I was like, yeah, definitely.
And this is DJ Precise.
DJ Precise.
Who I've never met, but he seems really nice.
He's awesome. That's my brother.
Okay.
But yeah, so he asked me then and there, like, before I left, would I be interested? And I said yes, hell
absolutely,
yes. Like, this is what I came to do his hair for. I could have did anybody's hair, But I definitely wanted to do radio, and we started that, and it was awesome. Like all those 3 years, it was it was all vibes. It was great family vibes the whole time. Graham, who's the owner of the radio station, he was put away for a little bit.
When you say put away, what does that mean?
When people gotta go sit down.
Listen, I'm not from Northside, so I don't have that lingo. I'm from Sunshine
State.
Okay,
so
like he went to jail.
Yeah.
Okay.
He went to the feds.
Listen, this is podcast, darling. We are uncensored here.
But I'm just saying, I don't want to make him look bad.
No, I'm sure he's a nice.
He went and sat down for a little bit.
He's taking a break.
Yeah, a federal break.
Yeah, got you. Okay. No shade to him. I'm sure he's really nice.
No, I mean, not all the time, but he's cool. He's cool. Anyway, so he went, he came home.
Yeah.
About like a little before my 3 years, he came home and he was like, he was real serious.
Okay.
We were all family oriented, and he was very much like, y'all motherfuckers gonna get to work. Y'all gonna do what I say.
Oh.
Da, 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 da.
And he just got out of the pen?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, bro, I am not your little cellmate. Like, I'm not like.
How long was he in there?
I'm not sure. It was more than 3 years because I was on there for 3 years.
Damn, you sure had a lot of time to get your shit together, right? Like to come out talking to people like that. That's like not
and
cool.
he was but see, he was always included in like all the conference calls. Like he had a cell phone in there, you know what I mean?
Really?
Like so he had his big ego and big head because he definitely made things happen, from in there.
Yeah.
So anyway, I do think that he wanted to use me a lot more than I was available.
Okay.
So we would butt heads all the time because he wanted me there, full time, all about the station. He wanted to use me in areas, to just, make the station look good.
Right.
And which is, I'm all for that.
Absolutely, yeah.
But I do have a lot of stuff going on.
Definitely.
And if it made sense, if it made sense, then it would make money. I would be all for it.
Definitely.
But at the end of the day, it was more like, he would tell me like, okay, we're gonna get there, but you gotta be available too. And so it was just never
like you guys probably just weren't like connecting, like
definitely. Okay. Like I think honestly, like he's cool people, and I know he cool with me. Like I know he's like he wish we didn't have this, going on.
So did he indefinitely? He's the one that indefinitely suspended you,
right? And what happened was it was an event that night. It was an event, but I was at the shop later. You know what I mean? I stayed late. I was, back to back with clients.
Right.
And I couldn't get there to the event.
Yeah.
And he's blowing me up. But I know how this man talks to people.
Okay.
So, like, I wasn't with his shit that day.
Yes.
Like, so he's blowing me up, and I'm like, I already know he's going to get on to me.
Right.
And I'm not trying to hear that. I'm behind right now, and
definitely.
I'm trying to, work.
You were doing hair. You were doing
exactly.
Okay,
I'm at the shop.
Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
And so like I didn't answer his calls.
Right.
So then later on that night I got the text.
So okay, they're having a remote. Now you also mentioned on the post that you were not getting paid at 94.5 The Beat.
Not hourly.
Like, just were you getting paid to do remotes?
Like sponsorships or remotes. You know what I mean? Like things like that.
Because let me tell you something. I've been working at Power One Way for 5 years. They didn't pay me for the first 6 months when I interned. I've been getting paid ever since. I get paid.
See,
you know what I mean?
He wasn't even here though.
Oh, okay.
He wasn't even here to pay me. You know what I mean? Like we were pretty much running the shit by ourselves. You know what I mean? I mean, we had like 2 other people in the office who were there full time. Yeah. But once they left, we came in. You know what I mean? Like Sice is on the night show. Right. So like the office is gone and we're just like running our stuff. Okay. You know what I mean? Like and mine's was my Saturday nights was 6 to 9. Yeah. So that was like 3 hours out of my day that, out of my week. Yeah. You know what I mean? That I could, have a little platform, And
I got you.
And I loved it. It was never about the money. I did make some money while I was there. Right. It wasn't just hourly though. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so I probably, said that to make them look a little worse. You know what I mean? But
no, because there's a lot of radio DJs. Because me and my colleague talked about this. Right. That they will just be on the radio and not get paid because they like to be on the radio. It happens
all the time though.
But that's still work to me. Right. And you gotta fucking pay me.
No,
you know what I mean? Yeah.
So But like I said, he wasn't there, and this was something that it did like. I don't know. I've always wanted to do it too. So it was something that it was like a hobby to me. Yeah, I got you. Know what I mean? And it was fun. It was good. Like I had a lot of perks. Like I got to see Cardi B and like front, like the VIP was behind me.
Was that at Jambalaya?
No, it was in San Antonio. Oh, okay. What was it called? Mala Luna?
Oh, Mala Luna. Yeah, we gave away tickets to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Power One Away did. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, so I was, I seen a lot of people and I got a lot of perks, So it was still good to me. I was never dissatisfied with the pay.
I mean, you got good exposure too, I'm sure.
Definitely got good exposure and I met a lot of good people. Right. So it worked out. I mean, I still fool with everybody at the station. Yeah, you know what I mean? They're all still my family. They all,
But help me understand this, because now I'm having trouble with the thing. You're not being paid hourly, but you get like, why didn't he just let you do your show if you weren't even getting, you know what I mean? Like if you weren't getting paid, like why was it such a big? What was the remote? Was it like Summer Jam or something?
That's something I don't understand either.
Yeah, like let's talk about it. Because
everybody was there but me. Little old me. Yeah. So why was it so why was it so bad? You know what I mean? But I honestly feel like he was just so frustrated with me because I wouldn't bow down to him.
But he owns the station, you said. So as somebody, obviously that puts you in a position of management. Don't you think that, okay, I'm really upset with her, but I can't just act on impulse and text her and indefinitely suspend her.
At the same time, he just got out the feds.
Yeah, but there's a lot of, you still a business owner.
Yeah, but he doesn't care because he's used to just popping off to anybody. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know about you, but I grew up around dudes like this my whole life who's been, done time and then come home and think, it's the same type of environment. Right. And it's like, bro, you can't talk to people like that. You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to jump. You know what I mean? Like, and me growing up with people like this is like, I know exactly where you're coming from and you got me messed up. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, so.
Okay. So, but okay, what was the remote?
It was classic movie nights at the Hippodrome.
And he needed you that bad? Like, what were y'all even doing there? That's what I'm saying. Like, we just giving away tickets? Because usually we go to remotes, we give away tickets for a couple hours and we go home. Like, so.
I don't know what they were doing. I don't even know.
But I don't understand why he did that, because if the show, okay, because if you're doing so great on the show,
I think it was just over time. You know what I mean? It was like that was his last straw for me.
So did you guys have a conversation after that?
No.
You didn't go and say, okay, hey, look, I think we got off on the wrong foot.
He did that, right? He sent me the text message, and then the next day I posted it.
Okay.
So
you slept on it.
Yeah.
You slept in and was like, I'm gonna post that shit.
Yeah. Because I definitely I'm not too big on drama. I'll bring it if you want it, but I don't go looking for it.
No, I think outside of that, I've never seen too much drama come from you on social media.
I don't like that stuff. And so, but the next morning, he ain't say sorry, so I posted it.
So if he reached out to you now and said, hey, look, MaryJane, I think we got off on the wrong foot, blah, 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 would you consider going back to it, or are you just focused on Chronic Beauty Bar right now?
I don't know, because a part of me misses it.
Yeah.
I miss all my family up there.
Yeah.
Other than him, which, I mean, not that I don't miss him, I just don't know him like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So we didn't even have a real good, the time that we were around each other, it was butting heads, you know?
Right.
So, but I do miss Ice, and I love everybody up there. So when I hear them on the radio, I'm like,
But I guess for me, him as the owner, was he the program director as well? Or
No, he wasn't the program director.
He was just the owner. Did you guys have a program director?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, so I guess
shout out to BJ the DJ.
Hey, I guess for me, okay, so Power 108, they actually they could actually fire me because I get paid to do what I do at Saturday nights, and so I guess for me, where I get confused with him, and by any means I am not judging him. I'm sure he's nice.
Sometimes.
Okay. I'm sure it's stressful to run a business like that. Radio is such a fickle business. We both know that.
Yeah.
And I guess for me, it's if I'm not paying this girl to be on the Saturday night show and she missed this one event because, she's running her business, I would think for him, maybe you jumped the gun in letting you go.
I think he did jump the gun. Yeah. But when I shot the gun, it was oh, okay. You know what I mean? Because once I posted it, I think that was the real last straw.
That's where you
know what I mean? Because I think he felt bad for doing it that way.
Right.
After texting. I don't know. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. But I do feel he did definitely jump the gun.
Yeah, okay.
And then I jumped the gun the next day. So it was he didn't really want to mess with that afterwards. It
makes me really appreciate my radio job, MaryJane. They don't be treating us that way. Yeah,
no, for real. Because,
yeah.
Yeah.
I will say the people that work in the station, I guess they're more
professional.
Professional, mm-hmm. Yes. Even I had my program director Jimmy on the show. He runs Lale and Power 108 and Latino, and he'd get on my nerves sometimes. I told him too, yo, sometimes you drive me fucking crazy, but he would never talk to me that way.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
Or even any of the business
nobody would talk to me that way. No, you know what I mean? Nobody in real life talks to people that way.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so what would he say to you that was so derogatory?
I don't know. I don't really want to bash him because
no, you don't have to bash him.
I'm just saying, he's just so aggressive.
He's aggressive. Okay,
you know what I mean? He's very aggressive, and ain't nothing wrong with that. No. But not if you trying to boss me, for real. Wait, you
can't boss a boss, darling.
What are you being for real right now?
Yes. What the hell, man? Oh God. Okay. So that's pretty much done and over with.
Yeah.
Would you consider going back into radio?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. If it's in Waco, you know, if it's in Waco, then yeah, I would definitely do it because it was something that I always wanted to do and always, to me, it's more about the community.
I got you.
And having a platform for them because, a lot of people can't be heard unless they have a platform.
Yeah, definitely.
And I love giving back. Those were my favorite things about being a part of 94.5 is, a lot of the things that they would do with the schools. We would do, the homecoming pep rallies with all the schools in our city. Okay. We would do kickball games with them. We would do turkey giveaways. Things like that. I really loved. Being a part of.
So you miss things like that.
Yeah, I'm still gonna do community things.
Oh, because you're in your own business, so you can do all that by yourself now.
Yeah, so I'm still gonna do. But I love doing that with them.
Right.
It was cool.
Okay, I got you. So maybe down the line we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay. So wow, thank you for clearing a lot of that up for me. Not that I just had to know, but I was just confused. There was parts of the puzzle that were missing for me because I work in radio, and I mean. again, nobody speaks to me that way. Not just because they can't, but they just don't.
Right.
You know what I mean? I guess it is just more professional. So, you know, thank you, PMG.
Not for real.
Okay, yeah, for real. 1079, shout out. All right. So, you know, MaryJane, so you're a mother of, you have 2 kids, 3 kids?
Yes, 2.
2 kids, and you're a wife. What is, I guess, your personal life? Like, what are you doing when you're not doing all this other extra stuff?
I don't know. I'm just always doing something. Like I do fold clothes like normal people. I mean, no, let me tell, not like normal people, because I'll wash them. I wash all the clothes, right? And then I just wait a little bit and fold a little bit at a time. And then, you know, but
I gotta get that shit over with.
No, I'm just too busy for that. Like I do have 2 boys that I, you know, take them a bath, cook them dinner, you know, get them ready, all that good stuff. But other than that, I'm like, okay, got them in bed. Now I'm studying and I'm making business cards or making business flyers or, you know what I mean? Like, it's just never ending for me. And I like it like that. I work well under pressure and I don't know what it's like to be bored. You know, because I always got something to do.
Yeah. So what's next for you? So you want to open some more salons and
yes, I want another location, preferably with one of my best friends. She has her own salon too.
Yeah.
So I told her our second location could be together. Okay. You know what I mean? Hopefully, you know, something like that. I do want to expand outside of Waco. Like I said, my aunt has a shop in Garland. Okay. And I told her I want to take over that one and name it Chronic Beauty Bar up there. Yeah. And just have, you know, a lot of people training with me and learning from me. I do want my own youth center. You know, once I graduate, I want to work with youth. And then later down the line, I definitely want to be on like city council, run for mayor, you know. Oh, wow. You know, things like that.
You're really trying to be a queen, darling.
You know what I'm saying? Like, well, I want my name on the street.
Let me say, I want, you know what, when I was going to meet you, I was like, let me see if she lives up to that title. And I will say you are definitely the queen of the code. With everything going on, with running a business, being a mother, all this extracurricular stuff that you do, these charity things, you definitely earned the title.
Thank you.
I think so. So, MaryJane, it was so nice to meet you. Thank you so much for coming on to my podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it was lots of fun. You're definitely boisterous, that's for sure.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Well, yeah, I really appreciate you. Hopefully, we'll get to hang out again sometime outside. I want to come to some private hip hop pod.
Definitely
got to make sure you DM me the little address. I'll bring my wine. All right, I'm there.
Or you can come to the shop and hang out too.
Yeah, I can totally. Oh, yeah, I want to go check it out for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You gotta come on Friday nights. We'll get lit.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
My friends just start showing up out of nowhere.
Just be careful though, okay? Because like I said. Yeah, just okay.
It's okay. You're Puerto Rican. We know.
If I sleep with somebody at your shop, just don't be pissed off at me, okay?
Hey, I do not judge nobody.
Perfection, darling. Well, again, thank you for coming in. You guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of The Public Affair. Make sure you follow me on YouTube at The Public Affair, Instagram and Facebook at The Public Affair. Make sure you hit subscribe as well. Before we go, I want to give a shout out to a couple more of our sponsors. To Elite Barbershop with my barber Sid Rodriguez. He also has Marcus Guerrero in there, Chris Reyes, and Santos Cordova. Elite Barbershop is located on Hewitt Drive. You can download the Cut app to book your appointment or call the number on the screen. And, you know, they'll be looking all cute. Like, you see what I do in my hair today? Right? It's a little different. I'm trying to do mohawk, and it's just not. He does it way better when he styles my hair. So shout out to Sid Rodriguez with Elite Barbershop. Thank you so much for sponsoring The Public Affair. Also to Soko Soccer Academy with Dominic Gutierrez and Ariana Gutierrez. They're located on Franklin Drive. They offer team, small group, and individual skill training. They also have open play on Friday nights, and they specialize in soccer training with pros like George De Leon. And they also have fitness training with Dominic Gutierrez and Isaac and London Carrillo. That's right, go work out. That's what they got cute, right? There's an extra large shirt, by the way. So thank you, Soko Soccer Academy, for sponsoring The Public Affair. Make sure you call the number on the screen for more details. MaryJane, the queen of the co, thank you so much. Can I be the prince of the co? Can we do that? Yeah? Okay. I don't want to be a princess. I'm not into that. I'm gay as fuck. I just don't want to be a princess. Okay?
You're not that gay. You're not gay.
No.
Okay.
No, I mean, I'm gay. I'm just not like...
You're not gay.
Like... Yeah, okay. Yeah, rainbows and unicorns are not my thing. All right.
What are your things then?
Everything that's not that. Video games. Wine.
Okay.
Sex. Anyway, thank you again for coming on. I appreciate it. You guys, thank you again. Please don't forget to subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook at The Public Affair. And don't forget, darling, to always keep it between us.
Hey.
Are you a podcaster? Let's talk podcast hosting. Are you tired of your current podcast host? Need real support in a community that gets it? At Rogue Media Network, we offer top-tier podcast hosting services to help you thrive. From hosting and distribution to dedicated support, we've got you covered. Starting as low as $25 a month. Join our community of passionate podcasters today. Contact us at hello@roguemedianetwork.com.